this special finance committee meeting to order. Okay, we're gonna get into the discussion items, but before we get into that, Ms. Galloway, you did a fine job chairing that meeting yesterday. Regardless of what you think, you responded to the privilege motions. You did it a long time, and politics is like that. And if you think about what you did, you listened to communications, you even told a guy like me I apologize. Sometimes I don't deserve it, but you did a good job. Let nobody tell you that. And the politics and the vote went the way it went. That's a good meeting. And then it went away, but I might not. But I can answer that. I've been asking about charter.
I know,
Say what?
Mays, we
Do
were
her like that, Miss Galloway. That's how y'all get on my bad
Go
side.
ahead, Councilman.
Is it a problem, Eva?
I'm not trying to
Is
get
it a problem,
I'm not trying to
somebody?
get on your bad side. Go
Do
ahead, sir.
Councilman Mays get three,
No,
four
go
words
ahead,
out
sir. Yes, you can.
during
I'm
discussion
sorry.
like Miss
I'm
Fields?
so sorry.
I don't like my image to be tarnished.
apologize.
We good. I'm just trying to get back geared up. I might have beat that.
All right.
I hear you. I hear you. Treat the men nice on council. Treat the men nice.
Discrimination.
Treat the men nice. Let me say this.
And I just really hope, too, because Mr. Murphy did not deserve to be called a drug dealer. And he also, if you didn't hear him, called him a buffoon. And I think that's all just disgusting. It's just disgusting behavior, and we should not allow it between members of council, between the public and council members.
Now, Ms. Herkenroth and them, anybody can say this ain't germane, but it's germane to city-owned property.
Thank you, Mr. Mays. Any other discussion in the?
Do I get to wrap up like you allowed Mr. Murphy? Oh, I forgot. Y'all allies. Thank you. Just cutting me off.
Is there any other discussion in the second round?
No. And I don't know, I guess you're my councilwoman. I called you, text you, you didn't get back with me. I called you and texted you got back with me, didn't you? You got back with me, didn't you? All right, I just want to say that. Don't treat me different like the people where your parks are over there, because I got a park right around the corner from my house. Thank you.
Is there anyone else who'd like to address the council? I'm asking for council response. Yes, Dr. Lewis.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. To Mr. Dumas, I have yet to receive a message from you. Now, initially, you were texting my personal line, and I have no clue how you received my personal number, and I blocked you from my phone. This is my personal line. If you would like to reach Councilperson Lewis, you reach me at 810-40. He's out of order. He's out of order.
Mr. Dumas, please.
Thank you. If you would like to reach me, you can.
Mr. Dumas, please.
Again, if you would like to reach me, you can reach me at 810-407-2877, and I'll be gladly to receive your phone calls and your texts. Again, for all Second Ward constituents, including you, Mr. Dumas, I am very responsive, and you can reach me at 810-407-2877. If you have any questions or comments, I'll be happy to service you like I service the entire Second Ward. Thank you for your engagement.
Any other council response? Mr.
Yes.
Murphy.
When residents come, 8, 9, 10 of them, we should be able to respond to them one at a time, at that time. That's what we used to do. These are the most foolishest, stupidest rules I've ever had to work under, and then they try to get the police to remove you. I done been removed twice, 3 times, gonna continue to fight. Let me say this.
Mr. Griggs and then Ms. Winfrey Carter.
All right. If I talk more than 3 minutes, y'all can just take a shovel and dig a hole and bury me. Any intelligent person can say what they want to say in 3 minutes or less. I don't even like the 5 minutes. I'm done.
Ms. Winfrey Carter.
You allowed, I would like to just respond to that. You allowed someone.
You
to
will not.
characterize-
Councilwoman Worthing, you will not. You will not. That is in violation of our council rules. And so,
Miss Galloway, can I please say something?
no, Councilwoman Worthing, you are being disruptive, and you are being argumentative. And so we are at the next change on the council agenda.
Madam
Okay,
President, I'm asking.
you know what? You are removed because you are disrupting this meeting, and we're not going to play with you, Miss Worthing. You had your one chance.
Racist person she ever met. So when you call me racist, the most racist, I ain't never hung nobody, ain't never sick no dog on nobody, ain't never sprayed nobody. I'm seeing a pattern toward black meat. And if all the politicians who caused the confusion and the division, who was standing in the press conference, wasn't there and they catching on now, God bless you. I'll see what you do with it. But I'm gonna support. I'm gonna support. So now, point of order, Madam Chair. I know it kills people when I sit and listen, and then when I speak, they just want to be all crazy and out of order. Miss Poplar, Miss Fields, even Miss Brown. I know it kills them, but I have to do it. Now, tell, point of order, Madam Chair. Can you check them? Because I ain't doing it. Send your home as a business.
Well, then we lose, no.
That'll be okay. That's what I want people to know. That's how 112 them lost their spot. They run out, they ain't here, they can't take care of business.
I mean, if we're not gonna get city business
Well,
done.
leave. You, that's what you don't nobody care.
Well, that's what you do. You're not gonna have a forum. That's fine with me.
We'll
We can do it
recess
later.
until Monica come
I'll
back.
forum,
We'll
not
recess
everyone
till
has
Monica
spots.
come back.
That's what you
Hey,
do.
look, bye-bye.
Have a great day.
See her go? Hey, public, there she go again. Her and Miss Fields all the time, regularly. And we done did this.
And the fact that we are chastised for trying to just put council budget back in order. And once again, Mr. Newsom, I don't think you made it better by saying you were disappointed, because there's nothing that you should be disappointed in. Well, I'm sorry, we have a huge disagreement there. Your job, Mr. Newsom, is the CFO and to work with the numbers. Your job is not to legislate. That's council's job. So let's make that clear. I trust you to run the numbers. I trust you to tell us where the funds come from, but it is not your job to be disappointed in council if we're fiscally responsible, which we have been. And so I'm making that clear.
Ms. Galloway, I didn't come here to play patty cake with you or Ms. Worth. Now, I'm glad Ms. Fields ain't here. I didn't come to play patty cake. I'm looking at the attendance policy, the lack of quorums and all of the games and activities. And
Point of order. Are we, what are we doing right now? Because he's just gonna go on about how we need to be here. Is this, are we gonna do a motion or just talk about other people in council?
Councilman Mays, you're just explaining where.
yeah, and I wasn't really talking about other people, Ms. Worth, and I was talking directly about you.
And that's fine.
Point of order. Well, she quit interrupting me, or I'll talk back and forth with her all day long. If you let her keep doing that, I'll talk with her all day long. She ain't got the flow.
If you'll just please get, Councilman Mays, will you please get to?
I will get to it, but I'm gonna get to what's gonna happen down the road all year long. If Ms. Worthing wanna leave committee and break up the quorum on purpose before we refer stuff to council, I'm gonna let everybody know. And if it continues and she think that this is a horse and pony show, I know how to knock doors in there. Mr. Davis, you know what I'm talking about. Mr. Griggs and Ms. Fields has been habitual get up and leavers.
Point of order, again, off topic. We need to make a motion on the, this is
Your
totally
point is
irrelevant.
recognized. Councilman Mays, you have made your point. And you've made this
My
point on
pleasure
multiple
is
occasions.
talking to that camera about Miss Worthing, Miss Fields, and Mr. Green. And if you ain't careful, it'll be about you too.
Mr. Mays, you're
That's my
threatening
pleasure.
me, and I'm not going to be threatened by you.
Politically
The
threatening you,
camera is
yes I am.
not supposed to be your focus.
Wow.
You are my focus right now, Madam Chair. Be watching and listening, and I be saying, that's like, and I'm gonna end with this. That's just like Mr. Greaves. I guarantee you, pull the statute. It says if you live in a home, which he claimed to live in, because that's where he registered voting won. Some people say they don't live in there. That's his home. You can't use but 25% of your living space as a business, a home business. I done toured the house.
Point of information, or order, I mean.
I yield the flow. You can say what you like. I yield the flow.
Mr. Gray? I mean.
It might be unethical if I did.